Hi everyone, welcome to Acupuncture 123 Live. I'm Szenan Talk from Center of Balance, the acupuncturist. Now today I've just finished my webinar. Normally in this time I'm going to treat myself. The webinar, free webinar today is about talking about acupuncture and Chinese medicine, treat coughing for one of my case. So in this time, I'm supposed to go to sleep, but I know that I have a commitment to you guys that I'm going to do a free video every other day to treat myself. But I changed it a bit. I still come out to meet with you guys to keep my promise. But I want to talk about a topic in here. So the topic is I actually put it on the topic in there. It said about all five Zang organs and 6 full organs would cause coughing, not just lung. I don't know whether you guys familiar with this one or not. Okay, this sentences actually come from chapter 38, 述问, which is 黄帝内经,咳论篇. Okay, it say again. It say all 5 Zang organ and 6 full organs would cause coughing, not just lung. So what does it mean? It means that the Hi Veronica, how are you? So it actually means that this is a saying, and according to one of the famous Chinese doctor called Chen Xiuyuan. Chen Xiuyuan was I think was a long time ago. He practiced in Fujian in China, and in Fujian, and people say that he is the second. He is the alive Zhang Zhongjing. Which we all know Zhang Zhongjing. Zhang Zhongjing is one of the best Chinese doctor in China, right? And he wrote Sang Han Lun and Jing Gui Yao Lue, right? So the Bian Zhen Lun Zi actually started from Sang Han Lun and with Zhang Zhongjing, right? So Chen Xiuyuan is made a call that people call her as the second person of Zhang Zhongjing. There was very, very high what do you call it? It's very good name on that, well name on that. So what happened right now is he said lung is like a bell. Lungs like a bell. When you knock on it, it won't just bell, right? So anyone can knock on the bell, then it will bell, which means lungs is like a bell. When you knock on it, you will cough. If you knock on your lung, you cough. So anyone come and knock the lung, it will cough, which means all 5 organs, Zang organ and full organs, come and knock on the lung. If this is the lung, if I use my index fingers, it cough. If I use my middle finger, it cough, right? So any organs, 5 fingers, 5 different organs, can knock on the lung. Lung itself knock on the lung, it cough. You see, so that is a theory of 黄帝内经. Any organ can cause the lung coughing, not just lung, not just lung. So when we know that, let me ask you a question. We say heart disease, palpitation, chest pain. Is it only come from chest, come from heart? No. In this case, we will say any organs, all organs will cause chest pain or palpitation, not just heart. Does it make sense to you? Back pain. We say back pain is kidney problem. We say any organs or all organs can cause back pain, not just kidney. Does it make sense to you? Right. Now, if that makes sense to you, now is another question for you is how do you diagnose? How do you diagnose that which organ causing the pain or which organ causing the lung to cough? So diagnosis is important. So when I find it, think about it. If you have a patient come coughing, how do you diagnose it? This is not the lung causing the coughing. It's actually the liver. It's not the liver. It's actually the stomach. It's not the stomach. It's actually kidney. It's not kidney. It's actually the large intestine or the heart. And how could you make the call to say this is actually which organ to make the lung cough, not the lung itself? That's very difficult, isn't it? It's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Now, I find that if you just collecting the information by asking question, then for all this information you collected, then you make a diagnosis. And that is very, very difficult to decide. This is not the lung cough, it's actually kidney cough. This is not a lung cough, it's actually stomach cough. This is not the lung cough, it's actually liver or heart cough. It's very difficult. So what is a great way? The great way is taking pulse. The pulse can tell you what exactly it comes from. Now, from today, I actually did the webinar just now, a free one. I do it once a month. Then what happened is, in that case, that patient came, all the pulse every time is different. One of the time that the first time the patient came with the wood pulse, which is the liver and gallbladder pulse, are too strong, which I put 3 fingers, 春关池, on both sides, and I felt the pulse in this right guan, patient right guan first. And the right guan represent wood pulse, represent liver and gallbladder. So in this case, we say, well, this is the coughing is actually caused from liver and gallbladder. It's not from the lung. So we treat the liver and gallbladder, and she got better. That's it. Then another time the patient called in, we took the pulse again. It actually changed to earth too strong, the stomach and spleen too strong. And in this case, we said this is the stomach and spleen causing the coughing, not the lung. So we focus on treating the stomach and spleen. I'm not saying we can't treat lung, because lung is actually making the coughing, right? But we need to treat the root. That's I'm making the call, like we need to treat the root. But by asking questions, by collecting the information, by asking questions to make the diagnosis, it's very difficult to tell which organ caused the problem. You see what I mean? Because this patient has diarrhea, and it also have fever, and it also have pain in the stomach, and also have night urine. Now, it's very difficult to pinpoint. It's the kidney causing the diarrhea, or is the stomach and spleen, or large intestine and small intestine? Very difficult to tell. So I figured out the easier way to make things simple and get to the point using pulse to diagnose. That is what I use for all my patients right now in my clinic for the last few years. I want to tell you, I didn't do the pulse until was it 3 or 4 years ago. I started just do the pulse, started get familiar with pulse. And I still ask the question, but I don't use the information from the question to diagnose my patient, to give treatment. Okay, so this is something I want to make clear and everyone understand that the diagnosis is very important. And so, yes, you can do any diagnosis you want. I'm not questioning any of the diagnosis. I said any diagnosis is the good one. Just for me, I found that post-diagnosis is very direct, very straightforward to tell which organ is out of balance, and we can focus on that organs. All right. And this method is actually come from Phua Ltd. I didn't create anything in here, to be honest. So I'm not a creator. I follow a master, and that master follow Phua Ltd. And Phua Ltd said that, and he created the method, and he believed in it. And I learned from my master, and I believe in it. And therefore, I bring it further. I use the post on balance method acupuncture, Dr. Tan's balance method acupuncture. We all know this. If you do balance method acupuncture, you go for anyone, none of them actually using pose to treat. Just use pose to diagnose. Most of them will use the questioning the patient to get the information and then put the needle in. I'm very different in here. I'm very different. And if you want to know how different I am, you can join my webinar once a month. I open the webinar once a month to discuss my clinic case to everyone. So that's it for tonight. Right? Just my commitment. I promise I'll come up tonight to talk about this. And I'm going to sleep now. Stay awesome. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do acupuncture and acupressure point for some pain or whatever. So if you have any question and you have any disease that you want me to introduce the acupressure point and acupuncture point according to balance method acupuncture holographic theory, we use the image. We're not talking about pose because it's not possible for me to teach you pose online and here. So please leave your question down there and let me know what topic do you want me to talk about in acupuncture and acupressure. Stay awesome, and I'm going to bed now. I love you all. See you. Bye-bye.